Welcome to my new home. I'm on set for Project Runway. Okay, so on today's episode of Project Runway, what we're doing is we're talking about first impressions. And this is literally the first episode, the first time I've been on the show, the first time it's been back on Bravo. So this is a really big deal for first. The designer's challenge is to take, they're assigned a judge and they have to take our fashion first moment and be inspired by it, and we've told them our stories and they're taking our fashion firsts, and this is mine, and they're creating a garment. I never imagined that I would work in this industry. I never imagined that I would live in New York. I thought my life was going to go a very different path, and this 13-year-old, like literally 13-year-old baby had no idea what was ahead in her life. This was a charity runway show in St. Louis, and it was called Threads for Hope, so everybody donated the clothes, everybody bought tickets. It was a really, really cool community event, and it happened to be a runway show. I was walking in the mall a couple weeks before this, and they were scouting for models to walk in the runway show. This was not even like on my radar. My mind was like focused on sports and school and ballet, and this whole other world opened up for me that day at the mall. And I was stopped and they asked me, have you ever thought about modeling? Would you be interested? And I was like, oh, I've never thought about it. Sounds kind of cool. They said, we're doing this tryout, go get a headshot and come back in a couple hours. We're gonna have like a casting tryout. And so I called my mom. So she met me, we went and got a headshot at that cheesy tacky photo studio. And then I went back like an hour later and they were doing the casting. And I'm like waiting to go up on this platform and walk. And I'm thinking like, I have no idea what I'm doing. So I got up there, gave it my best strut. And for whatever reason, Jeff and Mary saw something in me and they said, you should be in our show. I remember distinctly everything about this day. It was the first time I'd ever had my hair and makeup done, like the first time I had ever really worn high heels. I bought these high heels at Target like the day before the show. I can't tell if they're leggings. I think they're sparkly silver leggings. Underneath like a knitted wool cashmere dress with this like kind of funny detail of red thread and a hood. It's very dramatic. I can hear the music. It was Kanye West Gold Digger playing. I think I was even closing this whole section, and I just remember like being so nervous before walking out there. Something kind of naturally happened. It was almost like my Sasha Fierce came out, and for the first time I like took on this other persona, and the shy 13-year-old girl that I was at the time was like, I kind of became another character. I'd never really felt beautiful or super confident in my own skin. And for me, this moment was super powerful because it was the first time that I had experienced all eyes on me and feeling like the most beautiful version of myself because of the fashion that I was wearing. And even though this whole outfit is like, I don't even have words for it, I felt so cool. It was almost like a superhero cape, and that's the power that fashion can have. And that's the advice that I gave all the designers today in Project Runway. What keeps me so excited about being a part of the industry is the fact that fashion can make anyone feel like the best versions of themselves, feel extra confident in their own skin, and that was the first time I experienced that was here on this runway. It's really surreal to me that 13 years later I went from this to this. I'm still that same awkward nerdy girl, but I'm just probably a couple inches taller, 13 years older, definitely wiser. I don't know, I think a lot of the feelings that I felt then I still feel. I still feel like super insecure some days and like uncomfortable in my own skin. That was the reason that I really wanted to share this photo with the designers, because I felt like for me this was less even about what I was wearing, but the feeling that I experienced for the first time. So that's my fashion first. Subscribe. Like seriously, subscribe, because I'm gonna be making really cool videos and you don't want to miss them, so you should subscribe.